In Jackson County, the Roxanne Winery had its grape harvest this week. Newswatch 12's Brinkley Hill was there for the harvest that leads into the winemaking process.
Winemakers at Roxanne Winery know when it's time to harvest based off the acidity and sugar contents in the grapes. They test the grapes to make sure the levels are balanced.
The way we do it here is that we'll just do berry sampling. So I'll zigzag down the rows and just pull a berry off of this vine, pop over, pull a berry off the vine across.
They smash those and test the juice to see if all the levels are balanced. They, of course, have to taste it and make sure the flavor is good. That's when they know it's time to harvest.
I mean, this is the time of year everybody wants to pick, so we got to get on and make sure we're scheduled and get the crews out here.
The crews will pick around 120 tons of grapes over the season. On their first day of harvesting last week, they picked 5.6 tons. Their second harvest, 22 tons. And yesterday, they picked 21 tons.
It's a huge process. I mean, it takes a good amount of people to get this fruit in.
The fruit will then get put into a destemmer. The grapes will be spun around and flung off the stem. They will then get put into a different machine that presses them. The juice then travels through a long tube and gets placed into holding tanks.
The fermentation process takes about 3 weeks, so once that's done, the sugars have been consumed, the yeast has created the alcohol, then we're going to have to take that juice and we'll let it sit for a little while.
Letting it sit helps to filter out any other particles.
We're looking for clarity in the wine. Then we're also going to have to fine it, which means stabilizing the wine, and then also filter. So we'll make sure we'll get that very last little bit of sediment out so that we have just a beautiful, clean, crystal wine. We'll bottle in probably March.
The wine will be released about a month later. Brinkley Hill, Newswatch 12.